Hey folks, see Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to yet another Thursday live stream. Today we are going to discuss mainly about Bajaj Finance, a fantastic story about corporate actions. Uh, we are going to discuss about that, but before that, would want to share a different piece of information today. By the way, many people also ask me this that which newspaper do I read? Even I'm a little bit old school person. Of course, I do read through a lot of websites. I consume a lot of content on YouTube. But even today, I love to have the newspaper physically in my hand and read it. That's a different joy. And since last 2 days, at least, I have been able to successfully tell Meg to read at least the headlines. He gets pretty mad at me when I ask him to read the newspaper. So it's a challenge for me to make him sit besides me and at least read the headings. So today he came to know about the Hyderabad International Airport, which is going to go through a capacity addition. So he was asking me what is capex and all that. So he's last 2 days at least I have been able to make him sit beside me for entire 15-20 minutes. That's a big thing. Otherwise he hates sitting at one place and learning from me. So let's see how things go. Is it just these 2 days, or if I'm able to continue for a few more days, right? But anyways, when I was reading Business Standard today, I came across a very interesting piece of information, which is called as the Pizza Index. Okay, and when I read this for the first time, I was like, "What is Pizza Index? I've never read about this." So the article mentioned that Amit is asking, "Meg your son?" Yes, he's in grade 7 now. So I just thought I should at least make him understand some points about finance. Seventh is a good age. He has now officially entered the teen age, so I think that's good. Before that, I feel it's a little bit early. So my very first course on finance also starts as finance for teens. So that's, I think, the right age to at least start getting to know about few more things in finance, right? So anyways, coming back to our pizza index. So when I read about this, it's like, what is this? So the article in Business Standard mentioned that they try to ascertain how many pizzas have been ordered in a specific locality. And when they analyzed that, when the American agencies, so they analyzed that the pizza joints near the American agencies, I'm sure you have heard about something like a war room, correct? So this war room of America, basically something like their intelligence who tracks what is going on around the world, and they'll try to see which two countries are doing what, and they always feel that they are responsible to maintain the world peace, and then they decide that whether they should interfere in that war or not. So typically what happens is that whenever meetings start to get extended in such war rooms, in such intelligence agencies, then typically they tend to get extended and maybe till overnight, and that's when the people out there may get a bit hungry and they start ordering pizzas. So they have actually found some link apparently that if the demand for pizzas shoots up, okay, they have made an index which tracks the demand for pizzas. And if the demand for pizzas increases, they say the pizza index has increased, and that signals that something is going on around the world where there is a possibility that US may interfere. It's like, oh my god, what next level of analysis is this? uh, I mean, I had never even thought about how people can have a connection between pizzas, something going between two countries in the world, and whether US would want to interfere in that or not. At least I got to know about this for the very first time. Could I could I ask, I mean, how about you all? Did you hear about this pizza index for the very first time, or did you know about this? Would want to know from you all. आज सब सो रहा है क्या? Ah. So learning club has at least said no, first time. So Amit says you read it a couple of days back. Yeah, it's crazy. First time is what Samir said. Yeah, exactly. First time. So even chalo, even I got see. I always feel that whenever I learn something new, I'll share it with you all. So today I thought that this is something new I learned. I should share it with you all right away. Um, my Hindi Marathi tone hits differently. Ooh, okay. Amit is also saying, ask your son to read sports pages. I started reading the newspaper only for sports. Amit, he has been reading sports pages since last 2 3 years, but I thought that he would go beyond sports page. He refuses to go beyond sports pages, and he reads the sports pages in Marathi. So I'm very happy for that. That he he's like, I want to read only Marathi sports page. Okay, he's very particular about that. Happy for that. So yeah, that's how it is. Okay, anyways, coming back to our discussion. So that was about the pizza index. Now, come mind blowing, right? Yes, exactly. Crazy. Ah, Muskan says next is Pav Bhaji index. Muskan, we would never interfere. In fact, we would say, हम ना मैं इनके साइड से हूँ ना मैं इनके साइड से हूँ मैं तो साइंस के साइड से हूँ दैट इज थ्री इडियट्स डायलॉग सिमिलरली इंडिया हैज अ सिमिलर स्टांस रशिया के साइड से बनी यूक्रेन के साइड से बनी वी आर ऑन द साइड ऑफ पीस so I think we would not be requiring any such index like pizza index or pav bhaji index. All right. Okay. So going back to our discussion, Nazar Ali says any F&O study material and discount of your birthday month. We will be starting our discounts in the next week. Yes. Birthday. Oh, my birthday is on next Thursday. Oh, Thursday live stream. Next Thursday live stream will be uh birthday special live stream. Kya baat hai? I hadn't realized that it's my birthday and also a Thursday. Fantastic. Okay. Nice. All right. So anyways, I'll be discussing about the discounts. They will start in the next week. So keep a track of our channel, right? Okay, anyways, going back to our next set of discussion, which is about Bajaj Finance, and I want quick answers. Okay, everyone ready with your hands on your keyboard or on the keypad. Uh, so special 26 is what Pushkar says. Yeah. So, anyways, everyone focus. Today we are going to discuss about Bajaj Finance, a classic story of a long-term multi-bagger. Why would I want to talk about Bajaj Finance today is that, there are a lot of people, especially newbies in stock market, who always believe that it's only penny stocks which can generate wealth for everyone. But Bajaj Finance is a classic example of a well-known, a renowned stock which has also generated amazing returns for their investors. So I want quick answers from you all. If you have done my basics of stock market course, you would already know about these concepts. Or if you are well read, if you have been following my channel, still you would have known all these concepts. What is bonus? What is split? What happens to a stock price? X bonus, X split. Okay, so I want answers as soon as possible. I'm taking you back to 2016, and that was a time when Bajaj Finance declared a bonus in the ratio of 1:1. Okay, so first I'm going to give you a hypothetical example so that you get to know the concept, and then we'll apply it to the actual price. Whenever a company declares bonus in the ratio of 1:1, what happens is that if you have one stock, number of stocks will double. If number of stocks doubles, the price goes half. Always remember, there'll be an inverse relationship between number of shares and your price, or the face value and the price in corporate action. So quickly tell me, I want an answer from everyone. Assume that Bajaj Finance stock pre-bonus was 1,000 rupees. Okay, pre-bonus Bajaj Finance, assume in 2016 was 1,000 rupees. If they had declared 1:1 bonus ratio, which they had, what would be the X bonus price? Quickly, what would be the X bonus price for Bajaj Finance? Very good. Shriram, Adityan, Nikhil, Raju. Arre, today I can see new names. Kosi G, Anant, Travel with Jay, Nazar Ali, Rahul, Rajdeep. So many people have given. Okay, and etc. etc. Okay, so many people have given the correct answer. Okay, so understand that 1:1 from 1,000, the journey goes down to 500, but that's okay. Number of shares are going to double. They also did a stock split. How? Face value initially was 10, and they said now the new face value will be 2. Okay. Face value was 10. They said new face value will be 2. This is back in 2016. Basically, they did a stop, they revised their face value down from 10 to 2. So basically, face value became 1/5. If face value becomes 1/5, here there will be a direct correlation. Face value becomes 1/5. Stock price will also become 1/5 because your price, both are prices. Na? Face value goes 1/5, your price is also going to go 1/5. So when post bonus, X bonus, when the stock price had come down to 500, what would happen to the stock price post split? Post split. So earlier what we did was bonus of 1:1, 1000 ka price came down to 500. Then we said 10 rupees ka 2 rupees. So 1/5 is face value. What will happen to the market value? From 500 it will go down to, absolutely, you go, there you go. Kosiji today is on fire. Kosiji is giving the correct answers. Harishchandra says 100, travel with joy 100. Simran says 100. Ankit says 100. Nikhil 100. Niju Anand says, kya baat hai? Everyone is giving correct answers. Fantastic, fantastic. Chalo. So in simple words, what happened is that 1:1 bonus and 10 rupees face value ka 2 rupees face value basically goes 1/5. So in total, it went down 1/10. Okay. So had Bajaj Finance's stock price been 1000, it came down to 100. Okay, till here. Okay. Oh, Deepak Ahuja says, God bless you, man. Thank you, Deepak ji. Okay. So everyone has understood this much. Now, quick, simple question. Bajaj Finance in 2016, pre-corporate action, was actually trading around 11,000 rupees. So quickly tell me, post this corporate action, from 11,000, it would have gone down to dash. Same, 1:1 bonus and face value split from 10 to 2. Actual price in 2016 was around 11,000. Post corporate action, it would have come down to both 1:1 bonus and 10 rupees ka 2 rupees split. From 1100, it would have come down to, correct, 1100. Nikhil ne aapne aur ek baar you have divided by half. Kosiji 1100, Raju 1100. Very good, very good. Okay, maximum people have given correct answers. Okay, 1100. Correct. Okay. Wait. Where is the earning then? Exactly, Onkar. Now we are going to come to that point now. When one stock is trading at 11,000 rupees, and if it comes down to 1100 rupees, tell me, would more people be able to trade in that stock? One stock of Bajaj Finance would have cost around 11,000 rupees. Post split, post bonus, when the stock is available at 1100 rupees, would more people be able to trade in that stock? Yes, I am getting a lot of yes in the comment section. Fantastic. In simple words, trading increases is equal to volume goes up. Volume goes up, it will somewhere or the other impact the prices. Okay. But will only volume drive up the prices? Obviously, no. The financials also have to be supportive. Financials, the top line growth should be good, the bottom line growth should be good, loan disbursals should be good, and all that. Okay. Now, what happened? Actual numbers I'm telling you. Post bonus, post split, the stock came down to roughly 1100 rupees. Okay. In 2025, in the month of June, the stock split, I think, on 16th of June, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Corporate action happened on 16th of June, mostly. 1 or 2 days here and there, whatever. Before that, the stock's high was around 9,300 rupees. So from 1100 in 2016, the stock went up to 9,300 rupees. That's a crazy jump in a span of 9 years. Now, if you were to understand whether this is a good CAGR or not, for that, how can you calculate CAGR is important. So I'm going to tell you a very simple way on how could you calculate CAGR, right? Simple way, simple methodology to do that. Obviously, answer is simple. Visit our website, rachanaranade.com. Here you find a separate page which is called as financial calculators. All these calculators are free of cost. Please use them. CAGR calculator. Tell me what was the initial value? 2016 mein, post bonus, post split, it had come down to 1100. So assume some person might have bought only one share of Bajaj Finance back in 2016, post bonus, post split. So X bonus, X split at 1100. Pre corporate action in 2025, the stock had climbed up to 9,300 rupees. In how many years? From 2016 to 2025. I'm ignoring months. Let's round it off. It is 9 years, correct now? From 2016 to 2025, it is 9 years. And now if I press calculate, oh my god, this comes to 26.77% CAGR, almost 27% CAGR. This is crazy, isn't it? So for those people who believe that only penny stocks can give good returns, you need to find micro cap gems and this and that. Why? You should be in a position to understand that even good stocks can generate good returns over a longer time frame. Now, if you feel that, array, but the competition for Bajaj Finance could be shade higher now, I'm saying 27%, even if you feel it is extremely high. Even if I consider half of that, still it will come to 13.5. 13.5 ka CAGR is also very good, correct? So always remember, this is so important, uh, that overall you have to understand that it's not about buying today selling tomorrow, or buying penny stocks 1 2 rupees, may you'll try and buy it and sell it when it goes to 100 and whatever. Absolutely, I mean, dividend I've totally ignored. To get the true CAGR, I need to add up dividend. I'm saying that is just on top of that. In fact, for this year only, they have given some 50, 55, or 56 rupees dividend. That totally ignored that. Still, I'm talking only corporate actions. Okay. Why MRF is not splitting shares? I think the only answer is passion. आम्ही भारीला ट्रेड करणार. So I don't know why they have not split. Only Tashan is the only answer that I feel. They have been trading at crazy, like what, 1 lakh 40, 1 lakh 50,000. Who will be able to buy quantity in that stock? God knows. Anyways, so I hope the important point is that you all have understood. It's about analyzing good stocks, holding on to them. It's not about trading every day from 9:15 to 3:30. It's about analyzing. In fact, I was watching an interview on television. Mr. Madhu Kela was there for the interview, and he said a very nice point. He said that it's not there's a difference between researching a stock and buying a stock. He said it's not necessary that you will always buy what you research. He said every single day I make it a point to read so much and research so many stocks, but it's not necessary that I'm going to buy every. And he said sometimes I like the stock so much, still I don't buy it. Why? I don't feel it's the right price. He said I'll wait for the right value. When it comes to the right value, that is when I'll buy it. So it's absolutely important that you read, you research. And I think now with AI, things have become so easy, right? Deepak is talking about Balakrishna Industries. Right now, it's mainly about crude oil. Crude oil for any tire company, BKT you're talking about, right? For any tire company, see, right now because of crude has increased 12% in last 1 week. What is going to happen to tire stocks, paint stocks, aviation? All these stocks which are related to crude oil, they are going to go down right now. The moment there is uncertainty in the globe, it will lead to crude oil prices going up. In fact, I had recently done a video on Iran-Israel war and impact on crude oil. If you have not watched that video, please watch it. And I have explained that why any countries in the Gulf, whenever they are at war, of course, as I always say, war is bad. But whenever any countries in the Gulf, they are in a state of war, it does impact the crude oil a lot. See, our thought process is mainly to analyze any event from the finance perspective, right? What is the immediate financial perspective? Crude oil. And for a country like India, where we import almost 80-85% of whatever our needs are, it is a crazy thing for us, right? So it is absolutely difficult for a situation for us when such things happen and crude oil prices start shooting up. So we have to track such news whenever crude oil prices go up. Of course, for the economy also, it is going to be a bad sign for tire stocks, for paint stocks, for cement stocks, for aviation related stocks. it is going to be a bad news. And in that video only I had covered about a statement that Mr. Hardeep Singh Puri ji he had done about India finding some green shoots of crude in Andaman. Uh, and one of my viewers on Marathi channel actually wrote a very nice comment below that video. He had explained, he said he works in the oil and gas sector, and he had told that there are different types of oils. I mean, how the pressure is there for the oil. Is it like a naturally flowing oil or something, like he has mentioned that sometimes you have to drill it artificially. If you have to drill a lot artificially, or pump it up artificially, something like that, then he said we don't have the machinery, we'll have to import it, we'll have to take it on rent, that is at a cost again. Of course, all these oil drilling of wells, it comes at a huge cost. So even though we have found out some green shoots, actually we getting that and we making use of that is going to take few years, is what I understand. But if we really get that, it will be like a jackpot that India would have hit. Why? Because the big import bill that we have to pay right now, that will come down drastically. And if that comes down drastically, our fiscal condition will improve, rupee could strengthen. So many positive points, right? It'll be like a crazy boom. But of course, what I understand is that even though we have found out green shoots, it'll take a lot of time to actually start exploring that, excavating that, and using it for our own purpose, right? uh, we will talk about there is actually kala pani crude in Andaman. Oh, interesting. I had never thought about kala pani in that sense, Pushkar. Interesting way to interpret. All right. Yes. So we'll take other questions. We'll now check the chats. But before that, uh, everyone obviously knows about my next event, Har Ghar Investor. It is happening on the coming Sunday, uh, this Sunday, 22nd of June. It's going to happen in Pune, Pimpri Chinchwad, basically. It is filling up so fast. Uh, all the grey dots are like tickets which have been already booked. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seats remain here. Uh, and amongst the first few seats, like last 4 seats in the middle, otherwise, this entire thing would be gone. And few, I think this is maximum 75-80 seats is what I can see right now. So anyone who wants to upskill themselves, see, every Har Ghar Investor event I keep on adding one segment. So this time in Pimpri Chinchwad, so I replace one segment with a new segment, right? This time what I'm going to add in the Pimpri Chinchwad segment is how can you use AI in analyzing stocks. So I'll tell you my own story, right? Whenever I used to analyze stocks before AI, I used to take at least one day. Ekdam pehle to I used to take 2 days. Then slowly, steadily, as I started to get a hang of it, I used to still take one full day. With AI, I'm actually able to do that in an hour or two. That should be good enough for me to get a very good idea about the stock. So uh, it is how you can use this technology to your benefit that is really important. You need to understand this. So anyone who is in Pune, who is around Pune, it'll be it's a 10 to 15 minute segment, but in that I'll tell you what are the key points that you need to understand while analyzing stocks. How can you use AI? That's absolutely important. Anas Ali is asking, दुबई कब आ रहे हो? अभी तो आई थी, last month I was in Dubai. We did a Har Ghar Investor event in Dubai. I think you were there, weren't you? Next Dubai plan would be after, I mean, maybe during Diwali or after Diwali. Rajdeep Singh is saying, are 800 plus people watching and 30 likes. We saw such nice information about Bajaj Finance. We learned something like pizza index today. 800 people watching and 30 likes. Baat nahi bante. At least 50% people smash the like button right away. जयपुर आ जाइए मैम कभी. Yes, we'll plan. We need likes. Jackpot. Oh, 250 now. Kya baat hai? Thank you for updating, Omkar. Your thoughts on Bajaj Finance current levels? I wish I would have been allowed to talk about that, but I can surely show you a long-term picture. Long-term picture mein to no one can stop me. I will just delete last 3 months data, and that is it. So let me share my screen. But the only thing is that analysis is going to be outdated. Huh? This is 3 months ago. Of course, the price adjusted. This is a price adjusted thing. Okay. So now if you see here, it has been a crazy run up for Bajaj Finance. A nice base formation here. Again, a crazy run up. But something very interesting is what you can see is if I were to draw a line here and something like this. I hope you can see this very nicely. So what was happening is that this stock has been consolidating from 2021 to 2025. It has gone nowhere. The lows are in an increasing trend, but the highs are absolutely same. And we saw a breakout in February 2025. That was the first time it saw a breakout. April, I think they came up with an announcement of split and bonus. So I think this is an extremely important level in the longer term, 804. Uh, you are like, Rachna, this is February ka candle. Where is March, April, May? 3 months. I can't tell you. You can check that for yourself. So what I've done right now, you ask me about any chart, I will show you right away. But only thing is monthly candle. So I can tell you a long-term trend and key levels. But last data is February 28th. Okay. Right. So, but at least longer term trends you'll be able to understand. So go on with technical analysis, but only till this is February. You can see here, you can watch here. This is February ka candle, right? So what is important here? What did we understand? 800 is a very important level for Bajaj Finance. That always remember. Earlier a resistance, now acts as a support. Thumb rule in technical analysis. Earlier a resistance. We saw this resistance back in 21, in 23, in 25, early 25 breakout. And you know what next? You will have to check out for yourself. But 800, very important level for Bajaj Finance. Absolutely. How can we use AI for stock analysis? It's a whole different discussion. I use multiple platforms, right from GPT, Chat GPT. Of course, I use Grok is one more platform that I use. Perplexity is what I use. Claude is a platform that I use. Claude I use for writing. It gives nice. So in Claude, basically, you can also share or you can also store your writing style. So for example, if I've written 10 blogs, I can feed those. It's in a paid version though. I can feed those 10 blogs. I can tell Claude that analyze my writing style, and I want the 11th blog in this style, and the results have been very nice. Huh? So of course, Claude I don't use for stock research. I use these four sites: Claude, Chat GPT. Then I use Grok. I sometimes use Gemini, and also Perplexity. TCS current level seems good. Also below 200 demo, if I'm not wrong, maybe a vital player in data centers game. Sorry, will not be able to share the current data, of course, but we can check longer term TCS. How does it pan out? What are the key levels? No, why? So even if I were to just understand this again, Alt T. So just check if what has happened after this, because if I were to join these lows right now, so this is the level of 3,700 something. So you can see here it was in an upward journey from what? From September 22. See, low, high, higher low. All these are higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, and a big red candle, 15% red candle. Oh my god, which is breaking this. This was the level of 3,700. So till ideally it remains below this, it's kind of, it's now ideally going to act as a resistance. So just see where is it right now. this should ideally act as a resistance line. I'm happy I'm doing technical analysis after a long time. You were there at the Dubai event. Yes, I remember your name. वो लोग सीख रहे हैं कि एआई को स्टॉक एनालिसिस में यूज कैसे कर सकते हैं, हमें भी सिखा दो, मैं तो हमेशा तुम्हारा स्टूडेंट ही रहूंगा. यस, ऑल राइट, we will think about taking this AI thing online. Yes, I will try to see if I can make uh this like a bigger thing, a little bit more detailed. Maybe we can think about having a seminar online seminar only for AI. What say? Would you like something like this? Let me just quickly ask you all if you would be, because if you are interested, of course, we would definitely like to start the moment I feel that yes, I can make some sort of value addition, and if I feel that you all would be interested, uh, would definitely think about making efforts to gather more information around it. I'm just figuring out. Yes, a poll. Would you like to have an online seminar only about AI in stock research? I'm starting a poll. Uh, Quickly, if you can answer this, if I get maximum yeses, would be more interested to uh, start. Me and my team, we would be starting our research right away to make it more in depth, more with different resources that you can use. Uh, right, almost 140 votes. 95% people are saying yes till now. At least 200 people should vote, and I would stop the poll just to get a fair enough idea how many people would be interested. 178, 180 people have already mentioned. I think this is good enough number. So many people are interested. Kya baat hai? I think this should be it. Then I think I should take an input from this. I am ending the poll. 94, 95% people almost now end towards the end. 93.6. It's not totaling up. Anyways, that's a huge number. I was thinking about even if it comes 50, 60% plus, I would consider 93 is a big one. All right. We will think about having a online seminar on AI and investing. Done. Okay. Any other doubts? Is Tata Motors dying? Ooh. Again, this is one of the favorites. Tata Motors ke liye, two news. Fundamentally, we'll also check technically right now. Fundamentally, number one, you know about the tariff war. It's about US bringing huge amount of tariffs on cars, imported cars, basically big negative for JLR, and for them US is a big market, number one. And number two, they have also cut guidance right now on luxury car segment. So both have come up as a negative news. But let's also check based on technical analysis, how does Tata Motors look? Wait. Long term chart. Benefits of long term chart. Alt H. This was the level 603 back in 2015. Again, August 2016, 603. Twice it has seen such a big resistance. Third time it saw this resistance, 2023. And after that, 1, 2, 3 candles back to back, again taking support at 20, at same level, 600, 603, whatever. Goes up, comes down. I'm not sure what has happened after this, after February. Just check March, April, May. But what should you remember? Key level 600. Ideally, stock going below 600 is extremely difficult. Why? See, it could go, but sustaining below that level would ideally be difficult. Why? Because we have two huge resistances in the past, third resistance, and one, two, three candles back to back at the same level. You can see here, correct? So maybe I'm not sure after this if it had gone below this for how long, but even if yes, it should not stay there for quite long. Okay, so always remember, long term trend ideally gives you a good zoomed out view, nice view. Okay. All right, last one or two questions, quick questions. Tamu has a huge capex plan. Index level, what index level? Video on how to exit stocks. Oh, I've recently made a video on when to sell stocks. Pooja, if you can just paste the link on when to exit stocks, when to sell stocks. I think last month or last to last month I've done a video on this. 51 months member, Akshansh. Amazing. 51 months is big. Hi ma'am, what do you think about Kalyan Jewelers? We'll check Kalyan Jewelers technically. We'll share my screen. But long term picture. Hmm. 444 key level. Why? You can see here the stock was. Acha, even if you can see here, I'll just put a logarithmic chart for a better understanding. Or no, I think you should do a normal one only. If you see here, the stock was like in a sideways, zoomed up, again sideways, breakout, went up, and a small consolidation here. You can see one, two, and then a breakout, never turned back, and then big red candle, 34% down. But ideally, this these two candles and this breakout candle suggest at 444, again same, earlier a resistance, now a support. So 440, 444, 442 could be a good support. Dream Folks has got a big negative news, right? Time to exit. I think it was about the results. I don't recall exactly, but let's check. I think their chart is going to go haywire. But of course, the main downfall would not be here in our chart, because again, 3 months old. What's wrong? हा 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 काय बघायचं आता? All levels broken. All levels broken. There is, like when a stock is continuously going up, it's in the blue sky zone, is what we say. This is what? Deep blue ocean zone. There are no levels here. What should I say? Crazy. Currently invested in capital market index fund. Ooh, interesting. Can we hold this for long term? Ideally, yes. Capital market is a theme that excites me a lot. Uh, so I would have held on to it for a longer term. PFC, REC, oof, they are not performing well at all right now. Both are below 200 DEMA. Any stock below 200 DEMA is showing weakness. But of course, longer term, I still feel that the fundamentals are intact. I think for REC, management had cut down the revenue guidance. Earlier, it was somewhere around, I think, 15-16%, and they took it down by 200 basis points, if I'm not mistaken. But overall, I mean, fundamentally, nothing has gone down south. I mean, not down the drain at all. Dixon Technologies, again, fundamentally, very strong stock. Uh, Amit says long term support levels for REC. Okay, go to REC, long term support levels. Small problem for REC here is that this is just a crazy run up. One, two, three, four, five. There is nothing to. I mean, there is no support only, na. It has just straight away gone up. I can't say this is a support. 182 is like crazy below this. I mean, I can't even say that this is support. But if I were to still just try and come up with some support level, what I would have done is like, see, this has been a range, right? This range it broke out and it shot up in the air. So maybe what I could have done is just to derive at a level. Arey yaar, is this magnet on? No, magnet is not on. So this is the height, and if I were to just add this up here, still this is very less. 304, very low. But I mean, that is how I could. That is the only way I could derive at a level. Or maybe what I could do, one more thing, is just see, because there is no build up on. Like you can see that there is a nice consolidation. This is just direct shoot up in the air. So even if I were to draw a Fibonacci from this breakout level, this in itself, then I can say is 61% retracement. 360 is, I mean, this should definitely act as a good support in that case, because this is 61% retracement. It's a big retracement, right? I mean, of course, after consolidating for how many years? 2010 to 2023, 13 years of consolidation, it breaks out. It zooms up like anything. From 187, it goes to 658. 187 to 658 in a matter of what? July 23 to July 24. Oh my god, in 1 year. Such a crazy up move has to see some sort of correction, right? 61% retracement is good enough according to me. So long term ke liye 360 looks like good support. All right. Oh, it's 9:45 already. Azad Engineering, Azad Engineering. Okay, okay, okay. Last one is Azad Engineering. We'll do that. That'll be our last one for the day. Oh, sorry. For a monthly chart, it has very less data. What do I say? Can't say anything. I mean, just what I can say is this is where the stock saw some sort of resistance, came down, kind of a breakout. This is the consolidation. So 1462 looks like a good support, but very difficult to say what next. Very less data, to be honest, to comment. All right, Sensex is, yeah, I know. Indices are just going sideways, full time pass, nothing special. Okay. Uh, so I think this is it. Had a great time as usual. Every Thursday is something new. And for those who joined in late, just a quick reminder for our Har Ghar Investor event happening on 22nd June, this Sunday. And tickets are filling super fast. Last very few tickets remaining. All these grey dots are like booked. So anyone who is in Pune, around Pune, requesting everyone to book your seats as soon as possible. And I'll see you in Pune on the coming Sunday, right? Next Thursday is my birthday special live stream. So I'll see you on the next Thursday. Until then, keep learning. Take care. Jai Hind and bye bye.